Greetings. Brother Yusuf here, back with another segment on explaining what you will need to win the game that God has made, aka the game of life. Okay, today we'll be talking about the opponent. Your opponent, my opponent, the devil. That stinking, nasty, funky, cheesy devil. All right. Now the devil is of two types. All right. You have the jinn type. All right. And you have the human type. All right. The jinn is the unseen devil, meaning spirit. A jinn is a spirit, and a jinn is made from smokeless flame of fire. All right. That's the jinn is Aladdin. You know the little blue thing that be with Aladdin? Not Aladdin the dude, the little blue thing, the jinn. That's the jinn, the little blue thing. That's the jinn. Okay, the next type is human devils. Could be your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your co-worker. These are the people the jinn has entered to possess them to come and attack you. They sided with the devil. So they are human devils. All right. The Quran says in Surah 6, 112 through 113, it says, and thus we have appointed for every prophet messenger Satans among mankind and jinn, inspiring one another with adorned speech as delusion or by way of deception. So he's telling you right there that for every messenger of God and every prophet of God, we have created enemies. That's a game. Satan's among mankind and jinn. So he's letting you know you got two things, the unseen and the seen. You're fighting, all right? All right, so let's talk about this here. Okay, this life is a probation, a test, right? It's a probation period. You on this earth as a test. You know what I'm saying? So as you on this earth, they got a deal that went down. That's right. Let's talk about the deal, all right? They got a deal that went down between God and the devil. About you to see what you gonna do. So everybody watching, and you know what I'm saying, the angels watching, and God watching, and devils watching to see how you gonna act. All right, so it's about to be story time. All right, we about to talk about the deal. We're gonna get into the deal and what actually happened, what was said. So let's get into the deal. All right. So it says in the Quran, this is Quran 15, verse 26, I think, through 48. All right, so it says, we created man from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape. And the jinn race we created before from fire of a scorching wind. Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I am about to create man from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape. When I have fashioned him into due proportion and breathed into him my spirit, fall you down in obedience to him. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together. Not so Satan, not so Iblis. He refused to be amongst those who prostrated themselves. God said, O Satan, what is your reason for not being among those who prostrated themselves? Satan said, I am not one to prostrate to myself to man, whom thou didst create from sounding clay, from mud, molded into shape. God said, then get out, kick them out of heaven from here. For thou art indeed, hold up, what? Okay, hold up, this thing not trying to. Okay, thou art cursed, and the curse shall be on thee to the day of judgment. Iblis said, O Lord, give me then respite to the day the dead are raised. Allah said, respite is granted thee till the day of a time appointed. God said, this the deal. O Lord, because thou hast put me in the wrong, I will make wrong fair seeming to them on earth, and I will put them all in the wrong. That's the deal. Except thy servants amongst them, sincere and purified by thy grace. God said, this way of my servant is indeed a way that leads straight to me. For over my servants no authority shall thou have except such as put themselves in the wrong and follow thee. All right? So that's the deal. The devil then told God that since you done throw me out of the way, ain't nobody throwing him out the way, he's acting crazy. Since you have thrown me out of the way, I will take them all to hell. So that's what the deal is. When you sitting up there and you going out with your friends, the devil tell God, I bet you I can make her shake her ass. I bet you I can make her cheat on her husband. I bet you I can make him do drugs again. You know what I'm saying? And they taking bets. And look in the Bible how he talked to Job. You know what I'm saying? He did. He told the devil, have thou considered my servant Job? They wheeling and dealing. They talking. It's about you. It's a deal. This life is a probation period. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So let's get more into it, okay? Now, they got this same story in like several places in the Quran. This story is just the Adam and Eve story, right? This is the Adam and Eve story that's in the Bible, but is in the Quran. All right. I'm about to say this the same story, but I'm about to say another little part because it give it in more detail. And we created you and gave you shape, and then we bade the angels bow down to Adam, and they bowed down, not so Iblis. He refused to be of those who bowed down. Allah said, what prevented thee from bowing down when I commanded thee? He said, I am better than he. Thou didst create me from fire and him from clay. God said, get down from this. It is not for you to be arrogant here. Get out, for thou art the meanest of creatures. That's why they say Satan, you know, he the meanest of creatures. You know what I'm saying? He have no empathy. He said, give me to the day they are raised up. Allah said, you're amongst those who have respite. Then he said, because thou hast thrown me out of the way, lo, I will lie and wait for them on the straight way. Then I will assault them from before them and behind them, from their right and their left. Nor will thou find in most of them mercies for thy gratitude. Okay, now let's stop right there. Now he said he gonna attack us. He gonna lie and wait for us on the straight path. He gonna attack us from our front, our back, our left, and our right. That means you walk out your house, go to your job, you waiting, he at your job. Waiting. Leave your job, go to your house, he waiting for you at your house. Working through somebody, through your people. Waiting. Try to get out the house, go to the store, go to the corner store, nigga in front of the store. Waiting. Getting on your nerve. You know what I'm saying? And that's the opponent. That's how you know, you know what I'm saying? So this how you know the devil, you know what I'm saying? The devil hate the believers. He hate good. All right? Why? Your thoughts, the way you move, who you be around, carry a frequency, right? You are a frequency. You are electric. You are a frequency. All right? So since you carry this frequency, you always, because God said, my name is the highest. When you speak God's name, his frequency, like when you say God, that name is the highest frequency. And people who don't say God's name at all, or people who praise anything other than God, that is the lowest of frequency. All right? So that's why they call him the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's part one of the opponent. I'll be back with part two.